this is Casey's Raw again, and this is Video Game Hunting Day 2. Well, I tried that Shrek 2 on the Game Boy Advance video cart, and it did not want to work on my Retro Freak. So I was like, shit. Because I was planning to, if it was, the quality of the footage was bad, maybe I could have, filmed the whole thing. And, kind of speed it up or put some music over it or something. But, nope, I couldn't do that. I don't know why. There must be some type of power on there that does not like it. So, today, I just had some few things came in the post office from eBay. All came in today. Had one box that they merged the items together, must have been from the same seller, but it was for the Sega Mark III. But the Sega Mark III is the Japanese version of the early Master System, because eventually Japan got the Master System, but it had the power of the Master System. So I got two games. I believe it's Afterburner and Space Harrier, and both of those came in pretty quick from overseas. Also, trying to think. Oh, I had a package that had like 5 or 6 Sega SG-1000 games. So, luckily, I don't have porch pirates. If we had certain neighbors before, I'll say this: we had a foster house that would bring in foster kids all the time, and there was a lot of car breaking-ins. So ever since that foster house, where business or wherever moved out, we didn't have to worry about most things. One of the things I didn't have to worry anymore, it was people stealing off my porch. So, I was able to get there fast enough to pick up my item at the post office. So, I got home, took care of Dukas to let him go out and potty, and opened up the package. One of them I had a duplicate. So, what I'm going to do is, and also, I pulled out my intellivision that I got, because I'm going to turn around and get the one in the box. So, sorry, give me a second, guys. I have to be careful. Come on. There we go. They had a television in the box, and at the game store they like to put stuff together, so they don't like piecing stuff apart. And I understand, like, they're trying to sell the package, so it's kind of stupid. I'm like, I'm like, let's just do it, because you're either going to get my system or we had to go this whole thing and I'm just going to get the box. So I'll probably do is I'll show off these off, and then maybe I'll go live, show everything that I got this week and the couple previously. This is going to be a shorter video because I'm going to put mostly everything on the day one. So I just figured but I'm going to show you guys what I got. Oh, before I take off, I am going to go to one of the vintage stocks and exchange my GBA cart for something else, because I could see how much they want. I could go to the game store and see how much they're willing to pay for that cart. If I can turn around and do that, fine, it takes the price down. But I could go to like a vintage stock somewhere and get like something damn near for free, or a couple things for free. So luckily it's so small, all I need to do is, put it in my pocket and not have to worry about alarm. And I can even have like the receipt. So if I do find something, I can cash out on the game. So I'm trying to be careful what I'm going to do. Trying not to spend too much. So trying to utilize what I got. I told you guys about the promotional use only Atari 2600. I mean, I would love to get that, but I'm like, I gotta be careful. I gotta make sure bills are paid before I splurge anything else. This is like cheaper. I think it's like $115, but with they already quoted about the television about $30, and then I have a couple games to throw on top of that, so it'll take a lot of it off. So I could show you the guys when I get to there what I got to trade. Oh shit, you know what? I'm right here. Fuck it. That's just trash. Someone has a badge on their freaking charger right there. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Created the space shuttle. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, where's that Shrek 2 game? And I'll show you the other things, but I'll be right back. Just also remember about what I want to do with the television. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is to redo my game console history. Like, I'll choose out the consoles, do one console, and then show off the games that I have in the collection, and then show off the games and what if there's anything cool on the side to show. So I think that'd be kind of cool, and I think that'd be kind of cool to have. I mean, to do. So, I'm right here. So, this is the Sega SG-1000 Champion Baseball game. It's the size. It's like the same size of a Atari 2600, or I would say about the same size of a ColecoVision game, actually. And then when I get at a point, I can show you the intellivision that I'm trading in. But I think it'd be kind of cool because some of the I can do a better job of showing off the collection and consoles now. So I think that'd be kind of cool. Especially I can make my own intro for it. So give me a second. I'm almost actually at there. So I'll show you guys the intellivision. You dirty motherfucker. I'm gonna draw a stripe. I hate people sometimes. What the hell's this California person's doing? They just pulled out and just stopped. You know what? Usually I park right there, but I'm gonna pull over a little further away. I hate people staring. I'll show you the television real quick. This is what the television looks like. Alright, I'll be back. Hey. Alright, guys, this is like 2-3 days later. I was meaning to do it right after I got home. I probably most likely took a nap after I got home from video game hunting. But the last 2-3 days at work, it's just been brutal with the weather being so hot. So I would come home and just crash. Friday, I actually had a ton of games came in on Friday. Came through eBay. They're kind of related. They're all Sega games. So, most of them are Sega SG-1000. And then there's another version. But I'll show you off some of the first games that I picked up. For the Sega SG-1000, this is Safari Race. A lot of these came in the same lot. This one, I have no clue. Looks like some American with a bunch of different people. Like, you got a couple business people, you got a woman, couple women, and then a chef in the corner. I had no idea what this is. It's fun Konami though. Look in the corner, it says Konami. So that's interesting. And that'd be kind of interesting to see what this is. This is another Sega SG-1000 game, but I have no idea what it is. It's just in Japanese. Trying to get a perfect view. It's hard to focus. That's probably as good as he's going to see it right there. I have no idea what the hell that is. And in the same... Oh, next one. This is the last one in the same lot. This is Monaco GP. You have it upside down right there. But... let's go back to the one that says Konami. I guess it was that. No, that's Safari is the one from Safari Race. Or wherever it's called. Yeah, Safari Race. Oh, it's this weird looking one that is from Konami. I was seeing if it had Sega logo, but it does on the bottom. So that's one system, and I showed you guys the previous day. This is what a box, Sega SG-1000 game box looks like. And I showed you guys this is Hyper Sports. So, this one, it says ROM is 32 kilobytes. Not even a byte. It's a kilobyte. So, yeah, that's that. And then, goes up all the way to the next two games came from the same seller as well. They were in the same package. This is for the Sega Mark III. This is Space Harrier. Well, it doesn't say Space Harrier, but you can tell right there that's Space Harrier. And it shows it's a 2 megabyte cartridge. You can see that in the corner. And then it says gold cartridge on top. Trying to get a good view. But, then I'll show you the next one. That's Duke. And this one is Afterburner for the Sega Mark III. This one also says gold cartridge. And this one says 4 megabytes. What the Sega Mark III is pretty much is the Sega Master System. But it's the predecessor to the Master System. But when they took the Sega Mark III and they brought it to America, it became the Master System. And what I heard, the people from Sega sold the rights to the Master System to Tomco, the Tomco Toys, and they were producing it, even though it was under the Sega name. Eventually, Sega bought the rights back from Tomco for the Master System. And then they brought the Master System back to Japan. So, this is pretty much a Master System, but in the size of a ColecoVision game / Atari 2600 game. I think it's a little bigger than a 2600 game, and I think it's about the same size as the ColecoVision game. So those games is for a Japanese only system. You guys like, how the hell are you going to play that? Well, I mean, I already played one, and I played Champion Baseball. I will be playing on my Retro Freak with this adapter. You can plug this into the adapter, and you can play. Apparently, you can't. Oh, there we go. Play your SG-1000 games, and what else they call it? It was the SC-3000, and then the Sega Mark III. And then you can play your Sega cards right here. They look like TurboGrafx cards. And you can put your Game Gear games. Hyperkin sells a product that looks almost identical to this thing. Instead of playing the SG-1000 games and the other Mark III games, it will have the Master System up here instead. And it would have the same thing, like you have the Sega card that's on this side, and on this, like I said, on this side plays the Game Gear game. I can show you a Game Gear game right here. So imagine a card right here. It would be like the Swiss Army knife of adapters. So that's pretty much it. I'm planning to do some gameplays. I can actually show you some ideas I've been thinking about playing. Now, some of those games I just showed off, I'm going to do. And a lot of these are going to be played on the Retro Freak. One of them is this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, on the Game Gear. Another one, Namco Museum. This one has several games on it. Can't focus. Then you got Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I actually got Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Game Gear. And this one I really can't wait to play. Actually, I'll probably do this right after this recording. Is Mario and versus Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance. There you go. That's as good as it's going to get right there. So, I actually got to do one thing before I'm going to do a bunch of recording. Maybe even do some Mother 3 recording again. Maybe I'll do that Sunday. But I will be uploading. By the time you see this, my Mother 3 episode 2 will be out. I'm going to have to fix a problem with episode 2. Apparently there's a copyright issue. I don't know where it's going to be because it's the same music that I played on the intro for the first one. So if it's the intro, I can easily fix that for the next time. But if it's during the gameplay, there's going to be a section that I'm just going to have to lay new music over. And my commentating will not be there for that section. So, hopefully it's not the intro, but I'm thinking it might be, but my episode 1 didn't get hit with copyright. So, right now I'm actually waiting for the laptop to finish updating, and then I can continue doing what I need to do. So, I'll talk to you guys later. See you. Bye. Guys, this is actually the next day, and I just realized I thought I showed you guys everything that I got from the previous week. and walked in. I had to do a couple things, and like I was hanging those two. I can see. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I was hanging those two Mario little handheld things on the Nintendo shelf and working over there, and then I realized I had something hanging up right over on that box. It's not there right now, but I realized I made a mistake. So because it was like a couple, 2-3 days later, I totally forgot about this item because I had the stack of the SG-1000 games and the Sega Mark III games. And I totally forgot about this thing right here. So I sold a couple things plus the system. You guys already know. So this is the Intellivision. Mattel Intellivision. Paid a little bit more than I wanted to. I did not pay full price, but paid a little bit more than I wanted to. The box is actually in pretty dang good shape for how old is this thing? Trying to locate the year. It's a 16-bit processor. Can't locate the year. I'm trying to locate it. I'm not seeing it. I think it's as old as I am. Maybe not as old. It was definitely early 80s though. So I can't locate the year. That's weird because usually it shows. What's funny, I'll show you a couple things. You know what? It'll be a little easier me showing it from a different view. See, this is where it talks about what's the system, and then it says, where does it say? 16-bit processor, or microprocessor. And then I look over here for color TV viewing only. That's hilarious. So, does not want you to use black and white TV. So, but you can see if you hear running around, that's Duke, but show you all the games. Well, not that they promote. It definitely looks better than the Atari 2600 by a little bit, but not as bad. I think the ColecoVision looked the best out between the Atari 2600, the television, and the ColecoVision. I think definitely ColecoVision kicks its ass. And then the Atari 5200 beats it, but it definitely looks a lot better. So, yeah, I paid a little bit more than I want, but the box is, like I said, it's in great shape. Oh, man. You know what? Actually, let me show you one more thing. Show you what the system... Well, I showed you a flash of the system, so let me show you the front of the system, maybe inside of side of the system. So this is what the system looks like. You got the two controllers, one on each side. Instead of like a joystick or a D-pad, you have a circular disc that's your control pad, and you have number pads as buttons, and then you have 4 buttons on each side of the control. 2 buttons on each side of the controller. So, and then cartridge goes on the side right there. And then what's weird, they have it right here. This is covered up with a sticker. But then you also have all these other games as well on this side. And then you got the front of this, you see they're playing, actually back up a little bit, you can see them playing the intellivision. I guess 2 out of them are not really watching the TV. The father is not watching the TV. The sister ain't watching the TV. The mom and the brother is. So I always find these family things are kind of crazy. Or they're hilarious to look at. So that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.